Have you ever wondered what your dog sees or hears while you're lying on the couch watching TV, things you'd never even notice? Right now, your furry friend is living in a world full of signals, colors, sounds, and feelings that our human eyes and ears can't begin to grasp. Many people think dogs are just good at sniffing things or wagging their tails when they're happy. But behind that wet nose and floppy ears lies a whole sensory universe. A simple sneeze from you, a flash of light in the yard, or even the quiet hum of your AC. These all tell your dog secret stories about a world we're completely unaware of. What's even more amazing is that every one of these superpowers has a scientific reason, a special gift from nature that has helped dogs survive, love, and stay by our side for thousands of years. And trust me, the eighth fact you're about to hear might make you see your dog in a whole new light. So, if you love your four-legged friend, take a seat, take a deep breath, and join me in discovering 15 reasons why dogs see the world in ways far beyond what human eyes and ears can sense. And if you think this is worth knowing to better understand your loyal companion, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now, because we're about to go on a surprising journey. And there are even more secrets waiting for you in the next videos. Ready? Let's dive into the very first reason. Did you know that the first thing that makes your dog a real-life superhero is that tiny nose, which holds an entire secret world? Their noses can detect millions of scents that humans can't even imagine. When you walk through the door after a long day, your dog doesn't just smell your perfume or the dinner leftovers on your shirt. They know your mood, who you met, and whether you're stressed or happy. Some dogs are even trained to detect cancer, diabetes, or alert someone to a drop in blood sugar with just a gentle sniff of your skin. Their world is painted with scents, a language we humans have long forgotten. But that super nose is only the beginning. The next fact might blow your mind. Your cute little dog can actually see a kind of light that human eyes never will: ultraviolet rays. When you see a flower as just a flower, your dog might see it as a secret map full of hidden patterns glowing under UV light. The scent trails of other animals, shed fur, paw prints, all of these light up under their UV vision. So don't be surprised if your pup stares intently at something under a bush. They're reading secret messages written by nature in invisible ink. It gets even more fascinating when you learn that a simple compass can't compare to a dog's built-in sense of direction. Research shows dogs can sense Earth's magnetic fields. Ever noticed your dog spinning in circles before doing their business? Part of the reason is they're instinctively aligning themselves north-south, like they have an invisible compass needle inside their nose or eyes. This ability helps them find their way home, follow trails, and sometimes sense tiny changes in the environment that we can't detect. And when night falls and you switch off the lights, curling up under your blanket, your dog doesn't get lost in the dark. Thanks to a special reflective layer in their eyes, the same one that makes their eyes glow when light hits them, dogs can use even the faintest light to see clearly at night. This helped their ancestors hunt under the moonlight, and now it helps your dog watch over you when you get up for a glass of water at midnight. Even when you can't see a thing, those warm eyes might be quietly following your every move. But that's not all. The warmth of your body is like a living heat map that dogs can easily sense. They don't see infrared like thermal cameras do, but their wet noses and sensitive skin can detect tiny temperature changes. This once helped wild dogs hunt in the dark, and today it helps your pet find the warmest spot to curl up, usually right next to you. If you think your dog's ears are only for hearing their name or barking at cars, you're underestimating them. Dogs can hear sounds at much higher frequencies than we can, things that are completely silent to the human ear. That silent training whistle you blow, the high-pitched whine of electronic devices, or even the tiny footsteps of a mouse in your yard, these all become a full-blown symphony in your dog's sonic world. So don't be surprised if your dog suddenly stares at a wall or under the bed when you see nothing. Sometimes they're hearing things our ears just can't pick up. Even more incredible, dogs don't just hear sharp, high-pitched sounds. They can pick up super low vibrations, known as infrasound, frequencies humans can't hear but might feel faintly, like distant thunder or an approaching earthquake. That's why there are so many stories of dogs barking or acting anxious before a storm or quake hits. Science hasn't fully explained it yet, but their ears work like an early warning system for the whole family. And if you've ever wondered how your dog always seems to know when you're sad or worried, this is the heart-melting reason why. Dogs don't just smell the stress hormones leaving your body. They hear the slightest change in your voice, your expression, or the way you move. Even if you try to hide it, they know when you're tired or tense. So don't be surprised when those kind eyes look up at you and that little head rests on your knee, saying, "I'm here. Don't worry." And that's just a small peek into the super senses of dogs. What other surprises lie ahead? Stick with me, because what comes next might make you see your dog in a completely different way. Even when you think you know everything about your dog, there are still hidden secrets waiting to be discovered. One of them is how they read even the tiniest movement. A tiny twitch at the corner of your eye. The way you clench your hand or your shoulders drooping a bit. Your dog's brain picks up on these subtle signals to understand how you feel. They don't just look at you. They read you. In a body language you may not even realize you're speaking. Along with this observation skill, their eyes are made to catch fast movements that humans only see as a blur. Try throwing a ball really quickly. You'll see your dog react like they knew exactly what you were about to do. That's why they love chasing games or laser pointers so much. Every small motion becomes an exciting signal in their eyes, making them natural hunters and the best playmates we could ever ask for. But their vision isn't just about speed or detail, it's also about a wider perspective. Their eyes are set more to the sides than ours, giving them an impressive peripheral view. So when you think they're ignoring you, they might still be watching you from the corner of their eye, keeping an eye on everything to protect you and the pack. A subtle wave of your hand or a strange noise outside can't escape that quiet watchfulness. There's another hidden talent that makes them like tiny fortune tellers. Their seemingly ordinary paws hold thousands of nerves that sense vibrations. Light tremors in the ground, footsteps of strangers, distant thunder, or a truck rumbling down the street. These all travel through those little feet, telling them what's happening around them. That's why they often bark or run away from danger before we even realize something's wrong. One myth that many people still believe is that dogs see everything in black and white. The truth is, their world isn't dull at all. Dogs do see colors, just differently. Their eyes are more sensitive to blue and yellow, while other colors are toned down. So a field of yellow flowers or a deep blue sky still looks vivid to them. They just don't care much about reds and purples. Seeing the world in this simpler color palette sometimes helps them notice things we humans overlook. And here's something you might not expect. Sometimes it's their incredible ability to sense hormones and chemicals in the human body that makes dogs our silent doctors. They can detect tiny changes in stress hormones or even insulin, which is why they can warn their owners about low blood sugar or a seizure before it happens. Many dogs have saved their owners' lives with a gentle lick a loving nudge, or simply because they smelled that something wasn't right. And one last special fact. Did you know that dogs don't just sense, they mirror you too? Studies show that dogs who've lived with their owners for years develop a sort of mirror neuron effect, meaning they tend to copy your mood, habits, and even actions. When you laugh, they feel your joy. When you're tired, they get quieter too. They live as a mirror, reflecting the love you give them every day, a bond unlike any other animal on Earth. So now you see, the world your dog lives in is so much bigger and more magical than you ever imagined. Every breath, every look, every wagging tail tells a story. And if you listen closely, you'll understand. We're not just raising a dog. We're sharing our life with a loyal, sensitive, and mysterious friend. If this makes you love your dog even more, don't forget to subscribe now to join me in exploring more amazing insights into the world of dogs, a world far beyond human senses. Are you ready? I'll see you in the next video.